Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I'm speaking with Caitlin out of Manchester in the UK. Good morning, Caitlin. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. It's actually evening from Manchester, UK. Yes, good evening to everyone. Good morning, wherever you are.
Absolutely, because we are, worldwide. So sometimes we get to speak to people. It is morning for me. It is nighttime for Caitlin. So, but thank you so much for joining me today. I'm very excited to be speaking with you about a little bit of your journey and to show our people watching us today the different kind of backgrounds that some of those digital business owners in our community come from. So, Caitlin, why don't you start with telling us a little bit about yourself and how you got started as a digital business owner?
I've got to say it's an absolute pleasure to meet you and to be here sharing my journey. So I'm 𝘀𝘁𝗿𝗄𝗏. Originally, I'm from Hungary. I've been living in the UK for almost 20 years with my beautiful family. I am married. We are blessed with 4 beautiful kids. My eldest is actually 18. 18. She just started university. And I've got 3 boys, a 16-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 6-year-old. So I've got my hands full. And my profession is interpreter and advocate. Currently, I'm based in a 9-to-5 government settings as an admin. And I'm a successful online entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad to be here.
Yes, so glad to have you. So, yes, you've got your hands full 4 children, and you work 9 to 5. So, tell me, why did you decide to become a digital business owner?
Well, actually, I started my online entrepreneurship journey 18 months ago. That time I was a full-time exhausted employee, juggling between work and family commitment. And I started my journey from a place of desperation. I just felt stuck and burned out. Me and my husband, we met 20 years ago and we got married because we wanted to spend the rest of our life together. And just life happens, and we ended up like barely seeing each other due to work commitment, and just affected our family life, affected the quality time we spent as a family together. And sometimes I felt guilty as well. So we both knew that it was time for change. We had this deep desire for a change, and this opportunity come across our way. Someone give us a link, a trusted family member. So to be honest, first of all, we didn't want to look into it, especially me. I'm not a business-led person, but one day after 3 months, we were given the link. My husband wanted to start a business. We were just so ready for a change. We were looking into other ways to, to make that change. And we just looked into this link, and I'm so grateful we did, because it's just completely opened our eyes and expanded our vision, and we could see the earning potential in it. So we were in a lucky position because we were given the link by a trusted family member. So we trusted the link, and we actually just dived into it, and yeah, it's completely changed our life.
That's wonderful. And so you and your husband are doing the business together then?
Well, we started together. He's the one who supported me. I'm at the front who shows up for the business, but who is the one who supported me, trusted me, and trusted the system. I actually, when I looked into it, I just fell in love with this whole opportunity, and I could see, I told myself I could actually do this. So, and this is one of the best things, we can do for ourselves, is invest in ourselves and discover new ways, because there's no such feeling as being stuck and burned out when you are learning new ways and discovering new things, and the earning potential is there. So
absolutely. Oh, I love your story. Thank you for sharing that. So so you had a trusted family member that introduced you to the business. Now, what is something that you're you've found in the business that you weren't expecting getting into it?
One of the things stands out most is how being an entrepreneur changed my mindset and affected my life in a positive way. I look at things like if I come across a problem, I look at it as a challenge. I look at it as an opportunity to do
grow?
something,
Yeah.
to grow and do something differently. So my mindset changed. I was kind of expecting a financial growth, even though this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. And but I wasn't expecting a true transformation. So it's not only my mindset change, but you know, the awareness of myself as a person, and accepting, you know, and it just gives us so much space to grow, learning new ways. I wasn't expecting that.
And that is so true, because not only, you know, when you're not an entrepreneur and you start as an entrepreneur and being responsible and being accountable to yourself, and also, you know, being out there on social media, there is definitely a huge growth curve right there. And I totally see that myself too. And that's something that I'm also very grateful for every day. Like you're saying, you know, we get to look at challenges a different way and actually get excited to find a solution and get across.
And I was going to say, you know, we are nothing special. We are not social media gurus. We just took a leap of faith. We are ordinary people who, you know, just took a leap of faith and started something new. And when we are, you know, bring value and we are honest about our services, this is just like a way how we progress and success to our business.
Absolutely. I apologize, by the way, because my kids showing up in the background. If you see them, I apologize. They've been told to be quiet, but you know how kids are.
That is the beauty running our business, you know, from the comfort of our home.
Yeah, I can be here. Yes, sometimes I work on my business, but I can choose when I put the time into this. So next question I have. So what is one question? What is one question that you get most often when people learn that you're a digital business owner?
The most frequent question I get is, what is this digital business you do? It's what people ask me, and how we get paid. So basically what we do, we've got 5 income streams, and it's kind of like affiliate marketing, and it goes a little bit further, like there is an aspect of network marketing as well. And I always give an example, but I think the best way is to come in and look, you know, for yourself what the business is about. We provide this workshop, which the first part, 40-45 minutes, explain the business, how the business works and how we generate an income. And it's worth looking into it. So what we basically do is not only generate an online income, but we kind of like attraction marketing as well. We create content, we use social media to reach out to people, and whoever interested in starting a business, we are here to help them, give them the proven to work system, and not only the training and the information there is a huge online entrepreneur community we are part of, which is very, very helpful and inspiring. And we are here, like you, Marie, and I am, whoever you come in and use our platforms or link to come into this business and start their own. We provide like a life support to be there for them. And that is the beauty, you know, we learning together, we growing together. And not only we learn how to do the business, but actually we can earn while we are learning.
Absolutely. And it is true, because a lot of the people ask us and they wonder, okay, why, when we say, okay, please go and watch our webinar, this is the first step. And a lot of people ask, well, why don't you just tell me? There is so much to understand as to how the system works that I would do you a disservice to try and explain it in a few sentences. It's really difficult, I find. And it's the same for everybody. And that's why the system is in place. So the information is consistent. Everybody gets the same information that is interested in this business. And then, you go from there. So last question quickly. You're a parent of many children. How do you manage to, work your job and do your business, and then also, be a parent to your kids? How do you manage?
I've got to say, 5 months from the start of my own business allowed me to reduce my full-time employment, not having to worry about the financial impact, because I'm having another stream of income coming in. So that was a life changing point, a turning point for me. So I'm spending more time with the kids, and just taking my child to school on a Monday or Wednesday morning and picking them up is just something priceless. But I'm going to be honest with you and with everyone. At the beginning, I was a full-time employee, and I just had this drive, this deep desire for a change. And at the first couple of weeks, there were some late nights. I stayed on my laptop, on my computer, and invested my time. I had a one-to-one support from my mentor and coach, who was there for me and made sure that my business is up and running. Within 2 weeks, it was all up and running. So it was wonderful, and it just gets easier. And I used to spend hours and hours on social media before, started my own business, and during lockdown, and it was shocking how much time I spent on social media or on my phone. But now I spend just a couple of hours catching up with my emails, with my, with people who ask about the business, and attending meetings, but these meetings are nothing like official meetings. I can do my washing up the dishes, and just joining in a meeting and catch up with my business partners and exchange ideas. It's just I choose the time when I want to, turn up for my business.
Yeah.
So, and due to automation building to other platforms we are using, just makes it easier. The business runs at the background, even when we are offline, when we are asleep. And it's just a wonderful way of, creating a second stream of income.
Absolutely. I love your comment about, the use of social media. Now we're not consuming social media, we're actually creating content and, doing something and using social media to run a business. Totally different. And obviously, has much more of a purpose than just, mindlessly scrolling to our newsfeed. So Caitlin, sorry, I'm not saying it properly. Callan?
I don't mind.
It's a beautiful name. Thank you. I don't want to take too much of your time. It's nighttime for you. I want to let you get back to your family. I wanted to invite our viewers. Tonight is our free information session. Tonight is one of the nights that you have the opportunity to come and learn about this business. It is at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It is at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So come and watch it. And so for you in the UK, what time does it end up being at?
It's actually 2 a.m.
2
or 1 a.m. in the morning, Friday morning, yes.
Okay. And so usually, I'm assuming your viewers will watch the replay. So there's also, if you can't watch it live, we send you a link so you can watch the latest replay where the same information is provided. So reach out to me, to Caitlin, and come and get the information and see for yourself. Caitlin, thank you so much again for joining me. It was lovely meeting you.
And you too.
And I'm wishing
you.
Thank you. Yes. And wishing you lots of success again in the future. And I'm sure that we'll talk again soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Good night,
everybody.
God bless. Bye-bye.